Welcome to May. I hope you've been having a wonderful week. I'm obsessed with solar eclipse at the moment, that there was a solar eclipse. We didn't get it. You know what? We're not getting it until 2028. Just FYI. That's stuff I do know. But I also did find out that a Google trend that happened that went really hardcore was sore eyes, because people looked at the eclipse. The eclipse happens really quickly, and then you're looking at the sun. Sun will damage your eyes. Don't be Trump. Don't look straight at the sun, Dal. I mean, I have to say, I would have looked straight up at it because of the eclipse. We all would have. And therefore, you and I would have been Googling, how bad is your eyes going to be from looking at the sun? I hope everyone's okay. I just find it hilarious that, the eclipse happens so quickly. You would have had this nothing to... Shit! Damn it! I just looked straight at the sun. Martin, get me some urine. I need some eye drops. I just looked straight at the damn sun. Well, I did too. You didn't let Chardonnay look straight at the sun, did you? Well, she was looking where you were looking. Anyway, that's what I think they sounded like when they were looking at the sun. I'm a celebrity. It's going well. It's a beautiful season. The season just before ours, something I'm not sure if I've ever said before, but I was privy to a conversation, or a few conversations actually, that explained the series before mine, which was 2018. They had a lot of argy-bargy, and there was a little bit of a misogyny group of men in there, and the women were complaining a lot. That particular season, all they did was lie around and talk contracts and stuff like that. So I found out that Channel 10 were not happy with it, and they were like, let's let this show go because it's a bit nasty. It's not doing what we wanted it to do. And the EP said, and it wasn't a conversation. Do you know where I'm getting this from? I'll tell you. TV Reload, that is a podcast, and he has done 3 interviews now on that particular podcast, and he talked about that in the beginning. I think the first interview he did was, let's change up kind of the structure of casting. Let's not get people who inflame each other. Let's get people who get along. Also meant they weren't chasing big stars, so the budget changed as well, and that was obviously another reason Channel 10 were like, yeah, okay, if you can do it cheaply. Like, we were a cheap season apparently. And they've stuck with that ever since. The EP, Alex Mav, says he calls it his 3 H's. The show has to have heart, humour, and heroes. And that is, when you watch it, you're like, oh yeah, that is what the show's about. It's people doing things that really put them in uncomfortable situations, challenging themselves, their fears, and becoming a hero by doing that, showing they have these amazing conversations with each other. So there's the heart, and having to get through all of this with a sense of humour, which, most people do. I read a great article this week. I won't say who because I don't support them, and I really didn't want to click on the article, but it was actually a well-written article, albeit I wasn't in it. And I should have been, about how the jungle really shows. It redeems people or it ruins people. And the reason it does that is because, she didn't say this, I say this, is because it shows you. It shows exactly who you are. It did mention like Brendan Favola, who won his season, redeemed himself from being a bit of a cheating AFL player to a hero. It also did it for Fiona O'Loughlin, who won her season, who'd been, not doing so great in life, but also did the opposite, the article said, for people like Lisa and David Oldfield, who showed us exactly how they were on their way to a divorce and then they later got a divorce. I think that's so true. It shows you how you react to life. And I think it's a great way of seeing what they're really like. Because if you can't deal with shit in there, you can't deal with life. You know, that's how you show things. One thing I mentioned this week on my socials, if you all saw, very, very serious thing that happened in there that did not happen for us was Maccas. I've watched that show for 4 seasons. I was in the 5th season and, you know, really not wanting to do that show at all, because who does want to do that show? You got to eat really crappy food. But I kept saying to myself, don't worry, because they always do these massive, you know, sponsorship things where they send in chicken from KFC or Big Macs from McDonald's or the latest, you know, iteration of promo merch that's coming. I couldn't wait. And I counted down in my own head. I'd be asleep still thinking about it, actually. It's all I did was think, and I would get my face prepared. Oh my God, I'm so surprised and excited. KFC. Yeah, no. We were sponsored by Origin Australia. That's an electricity company. So they put electricity in the camp. It's a camp. You don't need electricity in a camp. You don't have toasters or hairdryers or anything that you need electricity for. So thanks. They gave us a microwave and those oh God, they gave us two packets of popping popcorn, which I smashed one bag of by myself because I was that upset about the non-Maccas. And I was like, when are we getting Maccas, I wonder? When are we getting the KFK? When is Kafka coming in? When is a bit of Hungry Jacks? Do they have Hungry Jacks here in South Africa? I don't know. I'd like to know. Please tell me now with a big tray of Whoppers. No. The cricket got it all that year. The cricket was sponsored by all of them. We were sponsored by Origin. Anyway, that's my rant about that. Hope you're all wonderful. Have a good week. Have a good couple of days until you've got these dulcet tones in your ear holes again. Talk to you then. Bye.